أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 6. Today we will study in grammar the page 23 C and D. Okay. Rather than it should be 24 A and B. We saw surf is the forming, making words from the letters, just like this. And Naf is the grammar concerned with the joining these words to make the sentences or the pairs. Today we will study Murakkab. Murakkab, what is that? Murakkab Tam is the Jumla Ismiya and Jumla Failya. And then Murakkab Naqis, that is the four pairs we studied in QC5. The Sifa pair, the Jar pair, the Isma Ishara pair, and the relation pairs. They are called Naqis. In this lesson, we will also see how to convert the Murakkab Naqis into Murakkab Tan, mean how to convert them into sentences. So this is the syllabus of our this QC6 of grammar. We studied detail, ism, gender, number, kind, and status. And then isma mushtaka, just like isme sifa, isme tafdil, isme mubalgha, isme maqam. And then we will see the i'rab of the asma, marfuat, mansubat, majrurat. We will also study the types of fail, just like mazid, fi, and salasi mujarrad tables. And we will also see the abwab of lazim and mutaddi of all and their characteristics. And then i'rab of fail, just like mu'arrab, mabni, munsarif, ghair munsarif. And we will also have the revision regarding the murakkabat, izafi, ishari, jari, and tawsifi. And we will have the revision with addition of jumla ismiya, jumla failya, and jumla shartiya. And of course, we will study the haruf, the amla, and the ghair amla. Let's start with the jumla ismiya. A complete sentence which starts with the noun is called jumla ismiya or the nominal sentence. First noun is usually proper and the second noun is common. Both parts of the jumla ismiya is always marfu, having dhamma. Look, al-waladu salihun. It's a jumla ismiya nominal sentence because the first ism is marfa and the second is nakra. What's the meaning? Boy is boys. Look another example. Allahu Rahimun. The first part, it is marfa, proper noun. And Rahimun is a nakra, mean the common noun. So it's a sentence. Allah is merciful. Muhammadun Rasulun. It's a nominal sentence. Jumla ismiya. Why? Because the first ism is marfa and in raf. And the second is nakra and raf mean the khabar. So, huwa Muslim. Again, it's a jumla ismiya because huwa is a proper noun. All the pronouns, they are proper noun. And Muslim is the nakra, the common noun. The first part of the jumla ismiya or the nominal sentence is called mubtada. And the second one is called khabar. So jumla ismiya has two parts, mubtada and the khabar. Mubtada is marfu and it's proper noun. And khabar is marfu and a common noun. So let's have, so the jumla ismiya, mubtada may be a single word. And khabar may be mufrad, mean the single word. or it may be a murakkab, mean the compound. Let's to see the mubtada first. It's mufrid, maybe it's itself is a mufrid, just like Allahu Rahim, two noun. Allah is a proper noun and marfu, so it's a mubtada. And the second noun is nakra, mean common noun, and it's marfu, so it's also a khabar. So this is the second, Muhammadun Rasulun. Is it a Jumla Ismiya or not?
Yes.
So what is the mubtada in this sentence?
Muhammadun.
Why it is mubtada? Because proper noun and
The proper noun.
and what is the second noun?
Khabar.
Why it
Rasulun.
is khabar?
Because it's nakra.
In the common noun.
Nakra.
And what about this third example? Zalika alam. Is it a nominal sentence?
This is it's a ishara. Zalika.
So what is the mubtada? Zalika. Why it is mubtada?
Because all and this proper noun
Proper
is
noun,
all
because all the ism ishara are proper noun. We have studied there are 7 types of proper noun. The ism alam, ism ishara, ism masula, pronouns, any word which start with alif lam, any word which having starting with the ya harfu nida or having the mudaf. So this is ism ishara is a proper noun. Okay, what about the alim?
that's khabar.
Khabar. Why it is khabar?
Nakara.
Nakra and marfu.
So
So marfu, yeah.
Mubtada may be mufrad, a single word. At time, it's not coming like that. It comes the first part of the murakkab naqis. So jumla may have 2 parts, mubtada and khabar. Let's to go for the mubtada. It may be self or mubtada may be part of a murakkab naqis. What are murakkab naqis? The 4 pairs of the murakkab, just like murakkab tawsifi. In this, the first part is called mawsuf.
Voice is gone. Oh.
So we were talking about mubtada. It may be single word, or at time it may be the part of the murakkab naqis. Just like in case of murakkab tawsifi, al waladu as-salihu mustadun. Al waladu as-salihu, it is coming in the beginning, so it's coming as a mubtada. And mustadun, it is a khabar because it's nakra and marfa. Now, in this case of al waladu salihun, the mubtada actually is the first part of this al walad. Okay. The second, take the example of murakkab idafi. Just like kalamu talibi jamilun. Jamilun is khabar. Why? Because it's nakra and marfa. Kalamu talibun, it's coming in place of mubtada because it's coming in the beginning. And kalamu, it is mubtada. Now I ask the question, how kalam can be a mubtada while it is not marfa? We saw the mubtada is marfa and having a marfu. Yes, when the mudaf ilayh is proper noun. When mudaf ilayh is proper noun, then the mudaf becomes a proper. At-talibu, mudaf ilayh is a proper because alif lam. So we will say kalam is a also proper.
Yeah, and this is mudaf alayhi.
The mudaf ilayh, yes, but at time mudaf ilayh is not marfa, then the mudaf will not be the marfa. But if the mudaf ilayh is marfa, just like kitabullahi, Allah is a marfa, so kitab become also marfa because it belongs to Allah. Baitullahi, Bait is not marfa, but as it belongs to Allah, Allah is a proper noun which is mudaf ilayh, so mudaf becomes the marfa. Here is the same case. Kal mutalibi. At-talib is a proper noun. So mudaf has become proper. The third example was Murakkabi Ishari. Let's to have the example. Hazal waladu salih. Salihun is a mubtada or khabar.
Khabar.
Why?
Because it's marfu and this is nakara.
Nakra. Now we have to find out the mubtada. Hazal waladu, it is coming in place of the mubtada because it's coming in the beginning. So in this compound, haza actually is the mubtada. Why? Because it's a proper noun. Out of 7 proper nouns, marfa, one is the ismu ishara. So that is the reason. So that is a proper noun. So it can become as a mubtada. Now which compound is left? We talked about the murakkab tawsifi, we talked the izafi, ishari. Which one is left?
Oh, murakkab, izafi, murakkab, tawsifi. Jar, yeah.
Adad. That is the compound which is coming the most frequent in the Quran. And remember, murakkab jari can never be a mubtada.
Yeah.
So, out of these 4 compounds, the murakkab jari never be a mubtada. Okay. So, Jumla Ismiya has 2 parts. One is called the mubtada. We talked about the mubtada. It may be mufrid or it may be the part of the 3 types of compound. Murakkab tawsifi, murakkab ishari, murakkab idafi. But never of murakkab jari. Let's to talk about what is left in Jumla Ismiya. Second part, what was the second part? First part is mubtada. What is the second part?
Khabar.
Now, khabar could be of 4 types. It may be mufrid. Let's to talk it first. It may be a self, one word, just like Allahu Rahim. Is it a sentence or not?
No.
It is. Why?
Because it
have a mubtada Allah, which is a proper noun. It has a khabar, which is a nakra, and both are the marfa. So it is a sentence. So what is the khabar? Rahimun, a single word. Let's another example. Muhammadun Rasulun. What is this Muhammad in this sentence?
Mubtada.
Why? Because proper noun has
proper.
And what about the Rasulun?
Khabar.
Why it is khabar? Because it's a single word. Coming as a single word as a khabar. What about Zalikal Alim? What is the mubtada?
Zalika.
Zalika, why is mubtada?
It's proper noun.
Proper noun and it's marfa. Why? Zalika, all the 3 states same. So here we will take it is a marfu. Okay. What about the alimun? What is this in
Khabar.
Khabar, a single word khabar. Okay. The khabar may be a single word, means self, or at times it may be a part of the murakkab naqis, as it was the case in case of mubtada. So it may be just like al-mudiru zalikal rajul. Al-mudiru zalikal rajul. Al-mudiru is mubtada. Why? Marfa and marfu. What about zalikal rajulu? It's a compound. Ismu ishara. Murakkab ishari. So the first part of murakkab ishari will be here actually khabar. But we will take the complete compound as a khabar. Muhammadun Rasulun Aminun. Muhammad is a mubtada because marfa and proper. Now what is the khabar? Rasulun Aminun is coming in the place of khabar. What is this compound? Rasulun Aminun. Which compound it is?
Murakkab tawsifi.
Because both the ism, they are similar in 4 things. In number, they are single. In gender, both are the masculine. In
Yeah.
Iraq,
Was
both are the marfu. In kind, both are the nakra. So they are murakkabetos. The first part of the murakkabetos, it will be the khabar actually. What about this? Zalika alimul ghaib. Zalika is the mubtada. Okay. What about the khabar?
cover is
Alimul ghaibi.
animal
The first
ghaib.
part of alimul ghaibi, alim is khabar. Okay. So khabar may be mufrad in case of self, or maybe the first part of the murakkabe nakis. Okay. The second thing, khabar may be shibi jumla. Shibi jumla. Shibi means it have the similarity to the jumla. Or it may be jumla failure or jumla. Let's to talk them. So khabar may be mufrid, we talked about. It may be a self word, or it may be the first part of the compounds. Second thing is shibe jumla. Yes, what is shibe jumla? If somebody knows something, let to know us. What is shibe jumla?
Look alike.
Similar.
It's similar. They look like.
Okay, maybe due to the net, I can't hear you people properly. Let me tell you, there are two things which are called shibe jumla. Either murakkabe jari, just like al-kalmu fil JB. Al-kalmu, mubtada. Why? Because it's a proper noun and a marfa, and coming in the beginning. The next is fil JB. Fil JB, what is this?
Murakkab jari.
Jari, jar and majroor. So murakkab jari is coming in the place of khabar. We will call shibe jumla khabar. Murakkab jari, shibe jumla khabar. Coming
Okay.
as a khabar. Look another example. At-talibu fil madrisa. At-talibu is the mubtada because marfa and
Raf.
Maruf.
no.
Marfu.
Proper noun and marfu. What is fil madrisati?
Is murakkab jari.
Jarun majroor. So jar
Jar
majroor is
majroor.
shibe
Jar
jumla
majroor.
khabar. Okay. At-talibu alal maktabi. At-talibu is the mubtada. Why? Because proper noun.
Because marfu and proper.
What about the khabar? Alal maktabi is coming in the place of khabar. And
Jar majroor.
we will say shibe jumla khabar.
Shibi jumla.
Muhammadun fil masjid. Oh, please stop this, Aisha. Your mic is making a very strong noise. Muhammadun fil masjid. Muhammad is a
Khabar. I'm sorry. Mubtada.
marfa.
Brother.
Khabar. Fil masjidi. Jar majur. Shibe jumla. Coming. Khabar. And the next example is haza minka. Haza is a mubtada. Why haza is mubtada?
It's proper noun.
It's
Ism
proper
ishara.
because
Ism
haza,
ishara.
haza, three states are the same. So here we declare it's marfu. What about minka?
Shibi jumla.
Jar,
This
min
is
is a harf jar.
jar majroor. Min is jar majroor. Yeah.
Jar majur is the shibe jumla
And
khabar.
that's the shible jumla khabar. Yeah.
Shibe jumla could be two things. One is murakkabe jari. The other is called zarf. Zarf can come as a shibe jumla. Look, al-kalmu in the zaidi. Al-kalmu is the mubtada. Why? Because proper noun and the marfu. What about in the zaidi? In the is a zarf. It's an ism. In the ma in QC1 we learn they are ism. So it's a zarf. Zaidun. Zaidin is a mudaf. So in the is coming as a mudaf. Remember, the zarf then normally comes as a mudaf. So this is a murakkabe idafi. So what is the khabar? This murakkabe idafi which is coming, it is called zarf shibe jumla. Shibe jumla khabar. At-talibu amam al-ustazi. At-talibu is the mubtada. Why? Marfa and
Proper noun.
proper noun. Proper noun marfa is the same. Marfu. You should say proper noun and marfu. Amam al-masjidi. What is this?
In front of me.
It's
This is in front of, yeah.
jumla
This
zarf.
is zarf,
Okay.
yeah.
Shibe jumla zarf khabar. And then is al-kitabu fawqal mad. Al-kitab is mubtada. Why? Proper noun and marfu. Fawqul maktabi. It's coming as a murakkab
Zarf,
idafi zarf.
fawqa zarf, yeah.
Shibe jumla zarf khabar. Muhammadun khalful masjidi. Muhammad is
Proper, marfu,
proper noun and
mubtada.
marfu. Khalful masjidi. Khalf is a
This
zarf.
is
So zarf
zarf,
coming
yeah.
as a shibe jumla
This is
khabar.
jumla is zarf, yeah.
Al-waladu tahtul maktabi. Al-waladu, proper noun and marfa, so mubtada. Tahtul maktabi jar. It's not jar majur. It's a
Shibe jumle zarf.
zarf. So it will be murakkab idafi zarf coming as shibe jumla. Now remember, shibe jumla are two things. Murakkab jari and zarf, they come as a shibe jumla khabar. And remember, this shibe jumla khabar can never ever be the mubtada. The rest, everything can be mubtada. A single word, maybe the first part of the compound, maybe even jumla ismiya, jumla failure may come in place of mubtada. But shibe jumla never ever come as a mubtada. Now you got what is zarf, what is murakkab jari, what is shibe jumla, and why, and the murakkab jari or the zarf can't be the mubtada. Okay, now I am giving the most important concept which usually we misunderstand or we don't clear ourselves. Al-kalamu mubtada, bil-jebi khabar. If I bring this shibe jumla in the beginning and take this mubtada at the end, we will call shibe jumla muqaddam. Muqaddam means before. And we will say kalam as a muakhir. Muakhir means last. Mubtada become muakhir and khabar become muqaddam. So I will say fil jebi kalamun. And we will say shibe jumla khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhir. Look the second sentence. Fil madrisati talibun. Shibe jumla khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhir. Al kitabu alal maktabi. Alal maktabi kitabun. So shibe jumla khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhir. Fil masjidi Muhammadun. Fil masjidi shibe jumla khabar muqaddam and mubtada Muhammad muakhir. Haza minka. Minka hadha. Minka shibe jumla khabar muqaddam. Haza is the mubtada muakhir. Same can be here with the zarf. In the zaidil kalmun. In the zaidi. Shibe jumla khabar zarf muqaddam and mubtada muakhir. At-talibu amamul masjid. Change them. Amamul ustazi talibun. Imamul ustazi khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhir. Al-kitabu fawqal maktabi. Change. Fawqal maktabi kitabun. Fawqal maktabi is muqaddam. What is shibe jumla? Zarf. And al-kitab now become kitabun. Mubtada muakhir. Khalful masjidi Muhammadun. Khalfi masjidi. Shibe jumla zarf. Muqaddam. And muakhir. What is Muhammad? Next is tahtul maktabu. be tahtul maktabi waladun. Tahtul maktabi shibe jumla,
zarf,
muqaddam
muqaddam.
and mubtada. Now, have you noticed when I was taking this mubtada at the end, I was making them nakra. Fil jebi kalmun. Fil madissati talibun. Alal maktabi kitabun. Fil masjidi Muhammadun. Minka haza. Inda zaidun kalmun. Amamul masjidi talibun. Fokul maktabi kitabun. Khalfu masjidi Muhammadun. Tahtul maktabi waladun. Normally, mubtada is marfa. But at times, sometime when it become nakra, then it has to take an muakhir. And the shibe jumla khabar has to brought before it as a muqaddam. Muqaddam means bringing forth. Muakhir, taking it last. So these are the two terms. Muqaddam, muakhir. Muqaddam, muakhir. So khabar may be mufrid. We saw it may be single word or it may be first part of the murakkabat. It may be shibe jumla. Khabar may be shibe jumla, murakkabe, jari or zar. And third thing, it may be jumla ismiya or jumla failure. Let's to take the example. We talked about the mufrid, we talked about the shibe jumla. Now we come to the jumla failure. Al-waladu zahaba ilal bayti. Al-waladu, what is this?
Mubtada.
Why?
Because it's marfu.
Because it's
Proper noun and marf. And what is a khabar? Here the complete sentence is coming as a khabar. Zahaba ilal bayti. Zahaba is a verb. Ila is a harf jar. Al bayt is a majroor. So zahaba jumla failure. Zahaba ilal bayti. Coming as a khabar. At-talibu ta'allama al-darsa. At-talibu. Mubtada. Why? Because marfa and proper noun. Ta'allamul darsa coming as a khabar. It's a jumla failure. Ta'allama is a verb fail. At-tajiru nasara masakina. At-tajiru. Mubtada. Because marfa and proper noun. Nasar al-masjidi coming as a khabar. As a jumla fail. Muhammadun balagha dina. Muhammad is a mubtada. Balagha is a fail. So balagha din is a jumla failure coming as a khabar. Ar-rajulu sami'al Qur'ana. Ar-rajulu is the mubtada. What is the khabar? Sami'ul Qur'ana. That is jumla failure. Let's talk about the jumla ismiya now. Al-waladu abuhu qaimun. Al-waladu is the mubtada. Why? Because proper noun and marfu. What is the khabar? Abuhu qaimun. Abu is ism. So it's a jumla ismiya because there is a khabar. What is khabar? Qaimun. Why khabar? Because nakra and marfu. Zaidun sadiquhu mustadun. Zaidun mubtada. Why? Proper noun and marfu. What is the khabar? Sadiquhu mustadun. It's a complete jumla failure. Sadiquhu. Sadiq. Jumla ismiya. It's a isma. Jumla ismiya. At-tajiru ghulamuhu qaimun. At-tajiru is mubtada. Ghulamuhu is starting the jumla ismiya. Ghulamu is the mubtada and qaimun is the khabar naga. No, ghulamu, I don't see it's a marfa and I'm saying it's a mubtada. How the ghulamu can be mubtada? It's not showing alif lam, not showing tanween.
Is it because proper now?
That is muzaf ilayh. Who is mudaf?
Oh yeah, mudaf ilayh.
Remember, if the mudaf ilayh is marfa, then mudaf becomes the marfa. If mudaf ilayh is not marfa, then mudaf does not come the proper noun. Just like kitabullahi, mudaf ilayh is Allah is a proper noun. So the kitab become also proper noun. Baitullahi, Allah is the proper noun. So it's coming as a mudaf ilay. So the mudaf will be proper. Though the mudaf is not showing alif lam tanween because it is the condition of the mudaf. It will never have alif lam and tanween. And how we will say it's proper noun? Because it's belong to a proper noun. Murakkab idafi, actually, in murakkab idafi, mudaf ilay define the mudaf. It's a nakra or marfa. If the mudaf ilay is proper noun, mudaf will be taken as a proper. If the mudaf ilay is a common noun, mudaf will be taken as a common. Now you understood how the ghulam is, because who is a zamir? Zamir, all the zamir proper noun. So ghulam also become the proper noun. Sadiquhu, who is the zamir proper noun? Sadiq also become the proper. Abuhu, who is a zamir proper noun? So Abu also become the proper. Let's have another example. Muhammadu ummatuhu khair. Muhammad is the mubtada. Ummatuhu. Ummat is a proper noun here. It's mubtada. Why? Because it's belong to who, which is a pronoun. Proper noun. Khairun. It's a khabar because it's nakra and marfu. Ar-rajulu is mubtada. Bintuhu talibun is complete khabar. Let's to analyze. Baytu is proper noun. Why? Because it's
Mudaf.
mudaf ilay is the proper noun, pronoun. And taliba is the khabar. Why khabar? Because nakra and
Marfu. When it's
so
nakara.
the khabar could be of 4 types: mufrid, shibi jumla, jumla failure, and jumla ismiya. Now we come, how we can make jumla ismiya from murakkabe tawsifi. Make the sifa as nakra, make the maruf as a marfa, add before or after murakkabe tawsifi something, so it will become jumla ismiya. Let's take the example. Look a word murakkabe tawsifi, al ajrul azimu. What is this compound, al ajrul azimu?
Murakkab al-Tawsifi.
Why?
Because both are same in jins, adad, wasat,
In
and
all the 4
arab.
respects. In gender, both are
Means adad, wasat, and
in
arab.
number,
Yeah.
both are single. In Arab, both are marfu. In kind, both are marfa. So they are the murakkabe tawsifi, mawsuf and sift. Now to convert it into jumla ismiya, what we do, we say let the first remain the same because mubtada is always marfa and having a marfu, and change this second one into nakra because the khabar is
Azimun.
nakra and marfu. So we got the mubtada because it's marfa and marfu. We got the khabar because it's nakra and marfu. So one way of making a murakkab tawsifi jumla ismiya is convert the sif into common noun, or in other words, convert the mawsuf into proper noun. If mawsuf is marfa, let it be marfa and sifa as a nakra. Let another example. Azabun shadidun. Which compound it is?
Murakkab al-Tawsifi.
Murakkab tawsifi, because both are nakra, both are single, both are masculine, both are marfu. We want to make sentence. So what we will do, the mubtada is always proper noun. We will make it
Al-Azabu.
proper. Okay, azabun is a nakra. It's a proper. So what will be the
Al-Azabu.
proper noun?
Al-Azabu.
Al-azabu. Tanween will be finished because alif lam has come. Then keep the second part as such nakra. Al-azabu shadidun. Al-azabu mubtada shadidun khabar. So it's a jumla ismiya. It's very easy. If both are proper noun, make the second noun nakra. If both are nakra, make the first noun proper noun. So the murakkab tawsifi converts into jumla ismiya. Have you got this idea?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have another example. Waladun salihun. Walad is a mawsuf salih because both are in four aspects similar in gender, in number, in kind, and in Arab. We want to make the sentence. Now you people try and make it a jumla ismiya.
الولد صالح.
الولد
It's الولد صالح.
Muhammadun waladun salihun. In this case, we took all the compound as a khabar and we added some new word, a proper noun as a mubtada, and we took the complete murakkab tawsifi as a khabar. This is the third way. We learned first way when the both part are proper noun. We turn the second part as a common. We took the second example, both are nakra. We make the first part as a proper. Now you are taking the third example. Instead of changing, just take whole murakkab as a khabar and add some new word in the beginning. That should be a proper noun which you add, just like Muhammad. Adding word before murakkab. There is a fourth type or fourth pattern to make a murakkab tawsifi. Look, waladun salihun. Which compound it is?
مركب التوصيفي.
Okay. We want to make it a jumla ismiya. What we do, we take the whole compound as a muftada. Al-waladu as-salih. We convert it into al-waladu salih, complete murakkab. And we add some noun at the end as a khabar, and it should be nakra. So we adding after marfa, we add a nakra that is talibun. So this is the fourth pattern of making a murakkab tawsifi into jumla ismiya. One was changing the second part as a nakra when they are proper noun. Murakkab. Second, when they are both nakra, make the first nakra marfa. The third pattern was add some proper noun before the compound. And the fourth type is that add a common noun at the end of the murakkab and make the compound proper before. So it will become the jumla ismiya. Let's to talk what we did. First we added ismi marfa. Later we add ismi nakra. Make shar ilay as a nakra. We are talking now the murakkab ishari. How to convert a murakkab ishari into jumla ismiya. Look, we have got example murakkab ishari. Haza rajulu. What type of compound it is? Murakkab it is.
It's مركب إشاري.
Why? Because isme ishara and mushar ilay. We want to convert it into jumla ismiya. So what we do, we take the complete compound as this first part, haza mubtada, and we convert the ar-rajlu as a common, so it become jumla ismiya. Khabar become common noun. Earlier it was proper noun. We convert it into common noun, so it become a jumla ismiya. We make the mushar alay as a nakra by removing the alif lam and adding the tanween. This is the one way. There is another way. We have got this murakkab ishari. We want to make it jumla ismiya. So what we do, we add before this compound a proper noun and place this whole compound as a khabar. Just like al-mudiru mubtada, hazar al-ju khabar. So this is adding ismi marfa before the murakkab ishari. This is one way also to make a murakkab ishari into jumla ismiya or jumla ismiya from murakkab ishari by adding a proper noun before the compound. There is another way. Look, this is, which compound this is?
Murakkab-e-Shari.
Okay, let's to convert it. Now this time what will we do? We add something at the end. We take the complete compound in the place of mubtada, because haza rajlu, the first part is proper noun, can be a mubtada, and make a common noun at the end, so it become khabar. So this is another way of making jumla ismiya from jumla ishari. So you can do so many ways to convert the jumla from murakkab ishari by adding ism nakra after the murakkab ishari. So we made the jumla ismiya from murakkab tawsifi. We made the jumla ismiya from murakkab ishari. Let's to make the jumla ismiya from murakkab idafi. First add marfa, after add nakra, so it becomes the jumla ismiya. Let's to have the murakkab izafi, kitabullahi, kitab mudaf, Allah mudaf ilayh. We got a murakkab izafi. We want to make a jumla ismiya. What we do, in the beginning we add a proper noun. Al-Qur'anu kitabullahi. Kitabullah become the khabar. So adding word before murakkab izafi. Before murakkab izafi we added a proper noun, so it becomes jumla ismiya. Let's have another example. Kitabullahi is murakkab idafi, and we want to make jumla ismiya. What we do, we take the compound here and we add some common noun, because khabar is common and proud. So kitabullah become the mubtada. And remember, in compound the first part is actually mubtada. We have studied in the previous slides, and Quran become the khabar. So adding a word after the murakkab idafi, mean the common word, will give you a jumla ismiya. Let's another example. Rasulullahi is murakkab idafi. Let's to convert into jumla ismiya, and we add something in the beginning before this compound. What I should bring here?
Muhammadun.
A proper noun. A proper noun should be. So, okay, Muhammad is also proper noun, and we take whole compound as a khabar. So it become jumla ismiya. Adding word before murakkab idafi. Take another example. Kitabullahi, mudaf mudaf. Make the jumla ismiya. Now try yourself. Add something at the end and put the compound in front.
Kitabullahi Quran.
Kitabullahi. Nurun. Nur is a common noun. Can be a khabar because nakra and marfu. So we added the word at the end this time and took the whole compound in the place of mubtada. And remember, the compound's first noun or part is actually the mubtada. So by adding the word after the murakkab, so you learn how to make a murakkab tawsifi into jumla ismiya, how to convert murakkab ishari into jumla ismiya, and murakkab idafi into jumla ismiya. Now, how to put stress on in jumla ismiya? One way is that normal sequence of jumla ismiya is first mubtada followed by khabar. But if you change the sequence, you bring khabar first and mubtada then, it is called khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhir. Khabar muqaddam, mubtada muakhir. There will be stress. In this situation, the mubtada is normally nakra, as in the previous examples I did with you. Al-kalmu fil jebi. Fil jebi kalmun. So mubtada in those cases when goes as a muakhir, it becomes nakra. Jumla ismiya beginning with murakkab jari also give the stress. In this situation, khabar, which is shibe jumla khabar, actually maybe murakkab jari or maybe the zarf, it become muqaddam and mubtada become muakhir. So just like lahum azabun alimun. Lahum, what is this lahum? Which compound?
I don't
Murakkab
jar.
jari.
Majroor, jar majroor.
So it's shibe jumla because it's coming in the front. So shibe jumla never can be a mubtada. So it's not mubtada. So we will say muqaddam, and mubtada has gone behind. So it will become muakhir. Azabun alimun. Now look, azabun alim is a nakra compound. Then bringing zamir between mubtada and khabar is also one way of putting stress in jumla ismiya. For example, in this situation, khabar may be marfa, like ulaika humul muflihun. Ulaika mubtada, khabar muflihun. Look, the al muflihun coming khabar as a marfa, while the jumla ismiya condition is that mubtada will be marfa and marf. Khabar will be nakra and marf. Here in this case, it is coming al-muflihun marfa. So if we remove the hum, it becomes ulaika al-muflihun. Yes, what is this? Ulaika muflihun. What is this?
Ism ishara.
Murakkab ishari.
Murakkab ishari. Because after ism ishara come a proper noun. Murakkab ishari. It is not the sentence. It is not then jumla ismiya. To avoid that, we bring a zamir in between. It's called zamir fasl. Fasl means making distance. So it make a distance, so the compound now become the sentence. Ulaika become the mubtada, hum muflihun become the khabar. This was all about the jumla ismiya. Let's do have few words about the jumla failure. A sentence starting with fail is called jumla failure. The parts of jumla failure, there are two types of jumla failure. One is from fail lazim, then it is mandated, it should have a fail and file. Two parts. When it is coming from mu'tadi, afal, then it have three parts. Fail, file, maful. So file and fail both are ism. And fail is must for any fail. Actually, it's wrong. It should be file and maful, both are ism. And file is must for any fail. And doer is called the file. And effect is called as a maful. File is always in the status rafa. And maful is always in the state of nasb. We have already done this in QC5. The file is always marfu, maful is mansub. Okay. The first type of jumla failure, look the example, two parts. A fail and file. When they join, we get a jumla failure. And this is in fail lazim. What is fail lazim? Fail lazim, those who don't need a maful. What is fail mutadi? Those who need maful. Kharaja. It does not need a maful. Khalidun maful. File. So kharaja, fail, khalidun file. That sentence is kharaja khalidun. No maful. Zahaba hamidun. Zahaba fail. Hamidun is the file. Why file? Because marfu. Zahaba hamidun is the jumla failure. Dakhala Muhammadun. Dakhala fail. Muhammadun file. Why? Because marfu. Dakhala Muhammadun fail. Jumla fail. So one type of Jumla failure will be like that. Fail and file. The second type of Jumla failure may be fail, file, and maful. And then it becomes the Jumla failure. It should be the mu'tadi. What does mu'tadi? Let's see. Khalaqallahul arda. Khalaqallahul arda, Jumla fail. Khalaqa is the fail. Allah is the file. Why? Because marfu. Al arda is the maful bihi because it's mansub. Now look, khalaqa, he created. There should be something which I created. Then this verb or the action will be complete. Without creation, something not. So something is the maf'ul. Nasara Muhammadun Hamida. Jumla failure. Nasara is the fail. Hamid is file because marfu. Hamidun. Sorry, Muhammadun is the file. Marfu. Hamidun is the maf'ul because it's mansub. Look, Nasara, he helped. There should be something or someone to be helped. Otherwise, this action cannot be complete. So this is muttadifa. They need maful, must. So we say Nasara fail, Muhammadun fa'il, Hamidun is the maf'ul. Nasara Muhammadun Hamida is the jumla failure. Samia Nasirun al-Qur'ana. Samia fail, Nasirun maful because marfu. Al-Qur'ana is mansub, so it's marful. Look, Samia, he listened. There should be something to be listened. Without that, the Samia action can't be. So it needs a maful to whom it should be listened. So here in this case is Al-Qur'an. So jumla failure may be of two types. One, having only fail and file. That is fail lazim actually. The second type, Jumla failure, may be having a fail, file, and maful. That is actually fail mu'tadi. For the stress, maful may come before file or even before the fail. Just like, وَإِذْ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ. Waw is a harf, is ibtala is the fail. Ibrahima is a maful. Rabbuhu is the file. So file, the sequence is that fail, file, and maful. In this we say fail, maful, and then the file is coming. So this is bringing the maful before the stress in the sentence. Look, Iyaka na'budu. What is the verb? Na'budu, fail. And file is in it. Iyaka is the maful. Maful has come before. So it is putting the stress. If file also come before fail, it becomes jumla ismiya. File cannot come before the fail. Because if the moment you become file in front of fail, file is a proper noun and marfu, so it becomes the mubtada. It doesn't remain the jumla failure. Maful can come. So zamair are of three types. One is marfu, who has dhamma. They are again two types. One, they come munfasil, separate, just like huwa, hum, anta, ana, antum, nahnu, hiya, hunna, anti, ana, antum, na. They are called munfasil, marfu. They have dhamma. The second type of maybe muttasil marfu, just like fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altu, fa'altum, fa'alna, yafalu, yafaluna, tafalu, afalu, nafalu. In this ta, tu, tum, na, ar, ya, ta, hamza, nun, they are actually zamair representing. They are part of the fail. When they come part of the fail, they are marfu. They are marfu. The second type of zamir, they call mansub. They are again two types. One is munfasil. When they come munfasil, they come with the help of iya. Iyahu, iyahum, iyaka, iyaki, iyakum, iyana. Iyaha, iyahunna, iyaka, iya, iyakunna, iya. They may be muttasil. Just like when they come attached with the verb. Khalaqahu, khalaqahum, khalaqaka, khalaqani, khalaqakum, khalaqana, innahu, innahum, innaka, innani, innakum, innana. They may come attached with the verb or they may come attached with the harf, just like inna. And they are mansoob. They will be taken as a mansoob. And the third type of zamair may be majroor. Just like muttasil, they are always muttasil, no munfasil. Just like minhu, minhum, minka, minni, minkum, minna, it's the harf. Rabbuhu, rabbuhum, rabbuka, rabbuk, rabbi, rabbukum, rabbuna. The ism is joining with the verb. So when the harf or ism joins, the zamir become majroor, muttasil. So zamair are three type: marfu, mansoob, majroor. When they are marfu, they are come either munfasil or muttasil. Mansoob, they also come as a munfasil and muttasil. When they are majroor, they always come as a muttasil with join. Okay. Khabar, we saw maybe a mufrid, just like Allah Rahim, a one word. It may be shibe jumla, murakab jari, just like al-kalmu fil jebi, or it may be zarf, just like at-talibu amamul ustazi. Jumla failure may come as a khabar, just like Muhammadun ummatuhu khairun. It may come khabar as a jumla ismiya, just like al-wadladu zahaba ilal bayti. So the types of khabar, shibe jumla khabar may be two types, jarun wa majrurun and zarf as a shibe jumla. Look this one, al-kitabu al-maktabi. What is this al-kitabu? Yes.
It's marfu.
Mubtada.
Why it is mubtada?
It's marfu.
Alif lam and
Because
Marifa.
proper noun and
Marifa.
and coming in the beginning. So it's a mubtada. What about al-maktabi?
That is
Khabar.
jar majroor.
Khabar
Jar
shibe
majroor.
jumla khabar jar majroor.
Khabar.
So you can say al-kitabu mubtada, ala is a jar, al-maktub majroor, and al-maktabi is shibe jumla khabar.
Jumla.
Moving on the table. Let's say another. Zaidun fil fasli. What is Zaid here?
That is proper noun.
Mubtada.
Why it is
Mubtada.
mubtada?
Proper noun
Proper
and
noun.
marfu.
And what is the fil fasli?
Shibe
Shibu
jumla
jumla.
khabar.
So you can say jar and majroor. So coming as a shibe. Okay, let an assume. Al jannatu tahta al ummahat. What is this al jannatu?
It's
Mubtada.
Why it's mubtada?
because it's
Proper noun and marfu.
marfu.
What about tahta al ummahati?
This is shibe jumla zarf. Tata is a zarf.
That is a zarf. So it becomes shibe jumla khabar. And al-iqdam al-tahti is mudaf. So we can say mubtada, shibe jumla, khabar, and mudaf is coming. Al-hakibatu fawqal maktabi. What is this? Al-hakiba.
Mubtada.
Mubtada. Why is mubtada?
It's proper noun. Marfu.
What is fawqi? Zarf.
Zarf.
Okay.
This is mudaf.
So what about walahum azabun azim? Why is a harf? Lahum. What is this lahum?
It's
Khabar. Shibu jumla.
jar majroor. So shibe jumla khabar.
Muqaddam. It is stress.
What about the azabun azimun?
Mubtada. Murakab tawsifi. Mubtada.
Why it's mubtada?
Muakhar.
Why it's
Muakhar.
mubtada?
Marfu.
No, it's muakhir, so it's nakra. Mubtada is always marfu, but when it become muakhir, it become nakra. So nakra and marfu, so you can say waw is a harf ataf, lahum is jar majur shibe jumla khabar muqaddam, and azabun mubtada muakhir, azim is the nat is sifa. So and for them is a great punishment. Let's say an example. fi qulubihim marada. What is this fi qulubihim?
This is
वो
jar
जुमला
majroor.
खबर मुकद्दम
So shibbe jumla khabar muqaddam, yes.
And what's about the mubtada?
मुब्तदा मुअख्खर
Muakhar.
Maradun
Marad.
muakhir, so it's nakra. So we can say fi is the jar, kulubihim jar wa mudaf and mudafili. Again, mudaf will join and become the ismi majur for the fi harf jar. And this whole compound will become shibi jumla
Shibbe
khabar
jumla khabar
muqaddam.
muqaddam.
And this maradun become mubtada muakhir, so it's nakra.
Yes.
Allah may help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allah maghfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. If you people have any question, your questions are welcome.
Jazakallah khairan, sir.
That is not a question. Okay, subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Yes, AG Ahmad, you want to say something?
Yes, I'm just a little bit, I didn't understand, when you have the sentence that is fi'l and fa'il, what is the name of, what do you call that sentence? And also the one that have fi'l, fa'il, and maf'ul, what is the name of, do we give that sentence? I didn't get that clear.
Actually, brother, the sentences are two types. Jumla ismiya and jumla fi'liya. Jumla ismiya, which is start with the sentence, ism, nominal sentence. The other is jumla fi'liya, which start with the fi'l or the verb. When this is jumla fi'liya, it has two parts at least, fail and fa'il. Fail and fa'il. Without them, the jumla failure can't be. And the second type of jumla failure may have three parts: fail, fa'il, and marful. Maybe maful be.
So
they are the types, 5 types of the maful. We just simply take it the concept fail, fa'il, marful. Now, why these are necessary? Because fail action needs some doer. Some verbs, they need doer only. Some they need doer as well as the effective one. At home, that is, for example, katala is the verb. Katala, he killed. This is an action. Katala, he killed. While he is in that verb, so that is the complete. But this is not giving the sense, because katala needs something to be killed, then the action will be complete. So it needs a maf'ul to whom you do. Same way is akala, he ate. Akala, he ate. Akala is a file. Huwa is a maf'ul hidden in that. But action can't be without the maf'ul, because to eat, there's something to be eaten and have got the effect of eating. So that is maf'ul. So the verbs are two types. Some verbs, they don't need a maf'ul. Just like zahaba, he went. No need of maf'ul. He himself went. Kharaja.
So what?
Kharaja, he went. Zahaba, he went. They don't need the maf'ul. File who did that action is enough. The person who went, he is a file, doer. So it gives a complete sense. But when we say akhraja, he took something out, there the maf'ul is required, that something to whom he is taken out. Akhraja is a mu'tadi. Mu'tadi verb means it need a maf'ul. Without maf'ul, you can't complete. He took out something out. You must know something out. What is that something? That something is the maf'ul. So the verbs are two types. One are the lazim, mean the mandatory. They need only file. The second, they need file as well as the maf'ul. One who did the action and the second at whom that action affected. That is maf'ul. So on this basis, we divide the jumla failure into two categories. First category, fail and file make the jumla failure. Second category, fail, file, and maf'ul must. Maf'ul is, there are certain verbs which need more maf'ul than one, maybe two, maybe even three maf'ul. So we will study it slowly and gradually. Here we are getting the basic concept of jumla ismiya and jumla file. Jumla ismiya has two parts, mubtada and khabar. Then we saw the different type of the mubtada and different type of the khabar and their examples. Then we started jumla failure. There are two types. One, they just need only fail and file, mean the verb and the doer, and that complete the action. And the second type of jumla failure, they need some maf'ul to be completed the action. Just like katala. For katala, you need something maf'ul to whom the action will be complete. Akala, same way. The same way, samia, listen. What listen? That is the maf'ul, required maf'ul. So these are the patterns of the verbs. Yes, any other question?
Shukran, sir. I just wanted to know, the
Yes.
first one we call it fi'l lazim. Last is the one that do not need maf'ul. Then the second one that need maf'ul, is there a common name for it?
Mu'tadi, lazim and mu'tadi. We will study, they will come in detail. Today we are just touched the topic. And let me to write, though I don't have got the good writing material and the things, but still we can try. This is lazim.
Lazim.
Mu'tadi, mim, ta, and dal, and ya.
Okay. Shukran.
It's a little better. Because I don't, this is with mouse, you can't write. There should some pen. There is pens available. I will see if I could get that. So we should write properly and you can understand that. So this with this we have come to the end of our lesson. So let's have once again the prayer. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiru wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah. Innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. See you next not next week, but on Sunday, inshallah, we will have the 2 hours class. We will see there. Allah Hafiz.